I'm trying to hold off.
Okay, I just want to check one thing before we actually start.
All right.
Does this headset still pick up my typing?
Yeah.
That's kind of gay. Okay. I'm ready to start.
All right. Do we if I'm just like recording the backup, do we have to do the sync?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, whenever you're one of the Keemstar.
Yeah. It's hard not to Keemstar intro. I'm just gonna start off by saying this is the comeback episode. What I was checking right before we restarted recording is that it has been 65 days since the last uploaded podcast.
Holy
To be
shit.
fair, I think we've recorded one I know one at least. I don't
At
remember
least
if we
one.
recorded a second one. One or two podcasts that never got uploaded due to being cheesers. But we are back. We're gonna try really hard to push out one a week. I think at least one every 2 weeks.
Yeah, at least.
Um, but you know, I don't even. I've just not been playing video games. Well, I've been playing video games, but I've been playing like 2K by myself in my room. I've not been playing
Oh.
Call of Duty or anything. Like, I've not been in parties, so I've just been cheesed for like 2 months. But it's fine. We're back,
Mm-hmm.
and we're here. I think this is episode 8. That's like on the channel.
That's probably close.
Um, and of course, we have like 4 episodes about Call of Duty, 3 about Apex, and 1 about. I mean, that's not true, but it feels like all we talk about is Apex and Call of Duty. But
Yeah, it does.
it's fine. It's whatever.
Well, Vonderhaar's in every thumbnail, so
Yeah,
even if it's not
yeah.
about him.
Even if it's not about him. Our last one we made, Looch. Do you remember what it was?
The last,
The last
no,
one on
I
the
honestly,
channel. It's
is it the
it's
maps?
the Fortnite one. No, the maps one. The
Oh, it's
maps one never
Fortnite.
go up.
Oh, really?
I can't remember. If that one never went up, I'm gonna be sad. That's a really good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Dude, that sucks about the freaking Fortnite one we left off with. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I know. No, we did. Our maps one was 6, and then 7 was Fortnite, and this will be 8.
Oh, okay, okay.
So we did one podcast about the Myers-Briggs test, and then 6 about video games.
I'm sure there'll be another personality one at some point.
Yeah, that's kind of our thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Alright.
but this time, yeah, we're talking about the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare reveal trailer.
Yeah, you want to just like go off for a little bit because I haven't heard what you think about this at all.
Yeah, so me and Luch haven't actually talked in person in a while. Like maybe like 2 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, the grind
We
has
played
been
COD
real.
for that one day. I just have not been grinding COD or Apex, but so we have not actually talked about this at all since. Well, actually, no, it's funny. The last podcast we recorded that didn't go up was about speculation about this gameplay,
Yep.
basically, and
Yep.
it would have been kind of cool to have that be back to back, but it doesn't really matter since it was all speculation.
Yeah.
My initial thoughts are Courage is a bot and I hate him. Uh,
I wonder if you had the same video as me. All the comments are like, the game looks cool, but the gamers are not. It's like the
really,
top
I don't
5 comments.
mind like everybody who's not Courage, but Courage is like he seems like a good guy, but he just uh I feel like all I ever see is clips of him getting shit on in every game he plays, and he's just bad, and I don't know why he's famous.
He was definitely trying to sell it a little bit.
And he was being really annoying during the stream. But anyways, the actual gameplay itself, it kind of like it just doesn't look. I'm excited. I'm excited first of all because this is gonna sound super negative. It just doesn't look like Call of Duty.
Well, this is the first time they've changed the engine ever, which is really weird.
I did not
I
know
guess.
that.
Yeah, so this game's on an entirely new engine, I suppose, and that's why it looks so different.
Yeah, because just looking at this game, I honestly think if you just showed me this blind, I would guess it's a dice game.
Yeah,
Like a dice
I
game with
saw that.
graphics that are behind.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's
It
not
looks
like
like
as good
Battlefield
as
like.
Dice. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It really does look like a weird like rip off Battlefield game.
I've seen a lot of Siege comparisons. I
I
can
was gonna.
kind
That
of
was
see
my
that
second one
too.
was Siege, because this game has like that weird like peak shooting, like ADSing while like going around corners and stuff, like Siege does.
Yeah. And like it looks like lean is supposed to be a bigger thing, I guess now.
Yep. Um, I don't. It just looks different. The game, the gun mechanics. Like looking at the. I know you can't see my screen, uh,
Hmm.
but they just look way better. Which
Yeah.
really is why it does look more like a Battlefield game, is because the game looks better.
Yeah. The graphics look. It actually got an update for once. Like COD was so behind, it's just weird to see it actually like kind of up to date now.
Yeah, and like just not just the graphics, like just like all of the like little animations when you're switching your guns finally don't look stupid
The
and everything.
animations look really smooth.
Yeah, I mean this game looks good. All we have to base it off of is the reveal trailer, which did not have multiplayer gameplay in it, and
Yep.
the like 1 hour long 2v2 gunfight stream, which is just a side game mode, I guess. I was
Yeah.
watching a video by
It's
this guy, and he said that some of the stuff in this is actually exclusive to this game mode. Like,
yeah, I heard that
I don't know if
too.
it was speculation or not, or if it was confirmed. Like, the stim pack is only in this one. It's not in regular multiplayer.
Yeah, because like this mode has no healing, and I'd imagine multiplayer has healing.
I would hope
I'd hope
so.
so. And there's also no mini map in this. I don't know if that's exclusive or not.
I hope that is. That's like a COD like staple to me, but
Yeah, I think for the 2v2, if it like no mini map in this looks fine because the map's so small and it's like whatever.
hmm
And it's like round based, but if I'm playing TDM with no mini map, that's gonna be kind of lame.
yeah, it's just like I mean, this is basically just standoff from MW3,
Yeah, pretty much.
which
It
is
actually looks. I
funny
think the
because
2v2 looks fun.
yeah, I think like I could see me and you like playing 2v2 pubs for like a few hours.
Well, remember Black Ops 4 had like a 3v3 thing, but it was all on the normal maps, and that was just kind of lame.
Yeah,
We talked about the maps podcast how they should make the maps like for the modes and stuff.
that
It's kind of
seems
nice to
like
see that.
this game is I'm trying to, a lot of stuff it's hard to decipher in my head whether I remember seeing it as speculation or something confirmed. I think the
Yeah,
maps are supposed to be way bigger in this game, right? Or is that
I
just
thought so too. I thought so. I thought I heard that too. But then we get this 2v2 thing, so maybe they're like appealing to everything. I don't know.
yeah. Well, at least if that's true, it is seem like they're basing maps and the pools off of what game mode you're playing,
Yeah,
which is
that's
something
cool.
that is really weird that it's not in every Call of Duty game.
Yeah,
It's I don't, it seems like a mistake to me to not include that in every game.
I wonder if this game's gonna have like a forge mode. Because
That
if they're
would
gonna
be
do it,
really cool.
yeah, and if they're gonna do it, like this would be the game to do it with all the new stuff that they're adding, like new engine and stuff. I don't know. I feel like it might be a thing.
This it seems like this is like a make or break game for COD because like the last few CODs have all sold horribly. The last like three are some of the worst selling Call of Duties of all time.
Yeah,
Um, which is really bad considering the amount of people who own consoles only goes up every single generation.
yeah,
I mean, the fact that games from Xbox 360 like 8 years ago have more sales than the brand new ones is ridiculous.
yeah. It is. It's not good. It's not good for them.
Um, but I don't think it's really justified because I know I follow Call of Duty on like Facebook and Twitter and Facebook especially. When I go
Hmm.
on there every once in a while, any post Call of Duty does, it's 90% people just commenting how this game has gone to shit, which I really don't think. I would assume most of them haven't played Black Ops 4 who say that.
Yeah, I don't even think Black Ops 4 is that bad.
I think Black Ops 4 is fine. I think they really like dropped the ball on some things and fucked themselves over.
Yep.
Like it could
In
have
World War
been
II, like
maybe
post
the best
patches.
Call of Duty in like I mean, it could have been the best multiplayer Call of Duty. It could have been.
Yeah, Black Ops 4 had potential for sure.
I think they really needed like another year or something to develop the game.
Yep. It
Um,
there's that article. Did you ever read that article that came out in like the development of it? Because I always wanted to look into that, but I didn't watch it yet or
I
read it
did
yet.
not.
I'm kind of curious because I still feel like the game like got conked. It looks like it looks like it was like a year and a half of development. It's supposed to be a 3 year cycle or
Yeah,
something like that.
it feels like the game had to have been scrapped at one point and changed. And
Yeah.
like honestly, that's probably true for a lot of games because solely off of Fortnite.
Hmm.
And it really feels like Black Ops 4
Oh,
latched onto that Fortnite thing.
that would have been around the time Fortnite like started coming out with
Yeah,
VR.
and that would have been
That's
like,
weird.
even if they didn't scrap any actual like production, their planning might have been completely different going into the
Yeah.
game. I mean I imagine it had to have been because I'm sure they game plan for these way before they start producing them, and
Hmm.
then Fortnite comes out. I'm like I would assume that the battle pass type thing was not
Oh,
in it
you see
before
the
then.
emotes in Black
The
Ops 4, dude.
emotes,
It
yeah.
had to have had some
And
influence.
you could just the game in general has this weird like cartoony esque vibe with like it feels like it's weird. It feels like an M-rated game, but it's trying to appeal to children.
Yeah, it doesn't align. Especially, have you ever played the thing that no one's played, the specialist training in Black Ops
No.
4? So the specialist training, it's kind of cool because Woods is actually like guiding you through the whole thing. He kind of like narrates it, and it's just like really basic tutorial on how to use all the specialists. And you have like the emotes that you have in Blackout where it's like Ruin chomping on a sandwich and it's like really cartoony sound effects. And then you go to the specialist training and Woods is just like, move the fuck over there, you fucking idiot. Like, it feels like two different games, and like they left some stuff in from both or something. I don't know.
It yeah, I don't know. It feels like a weird kid-friendly attempt at a game because before I think most games, like this one especially, I mean this one's obviously going over the top with like being offensive and gory. Not offensive really, but it might offend people. Just because
Oh,
they're
Modern
trying
Warfare.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
they're trying to get that appeal back because most Call of Duties didn't take the approach where well Black Ops I would say notoriously has this approach. I wouldn't say any of the Modern Warfare games ever took an approach where all the Modern Warfare games feel like rated M games. The Black Ops games don't necessarily feel that way after Black Ops 1.
Yeah. Yeah. At least multiplayer and zombies wise doesn't. I guess the biggest thing they have is the gore, that kind of like moves it up to M usually.
And I think that at least from my experience, the stories are a lot more like aggressive and like the characters have a lot more vulgar language and stuff in Modern Warfare series. Like it just seems
Oh,
like a little
the no Russian mission kind of just like wins it
well,
over.
yeah, that exists.
Yeah, that exists. That's a thing.
It's like I mean like I'm not like offended by it, but I was like kind of when I was playing it I was like what the fuck?
I was like,
But
holy
really,
shit.
I feel like a lot of the same people who complain about that probably play games like Grand Theft Auto, which is way worse.
Yeah, it is. Because Grand Theft Auto, you could just no Russian all day if you wanted to. Like,
And that's
there's no
literally what you
restrictions
do
on it.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's how you play
That's what
it.
most
Like, that's
people
the
probably
game.
do.
Yeah.
Um, this is just a funny thing. Do you remember in Black Ops 3? Because you reminded me when you were saying the specialist training, how Black Ops 3 had that one like time run wall running
Oh,
game
the
thing.
wall running? Yeah, the
That
free
was really
run.
fun.
Yeah, it
It felt
was.
like
That was
Mirror's
actually a
Edge.
cool feature. It actually made sense to have a thing where, because
You
you know,
could practice.
Advanced Warfare had like the shooting range, but it kind of
Yeah.
makes more sense for that game to have like a movement thing. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, well, I'm
Underrated.
sure they were planning on keeping the movement in Black Ops 4, and then they realized everybody hated it.
Yeah.
And
Bro,
they're
there's
like, well,
definitely,
you
you can
practiced for
definitely
one
tell.
year.
Hmm.
And that was it.
Like the way the slides are and stuff in Black Ops 4, I feel like you can just feel that it was like an advanced movement game and then they just toned it down.
Yeah.
Even some of the maps have like a few spots where it's like I could kind
You
of
could
see a
wall
wall
run
run
there.
there.
Yeah. I just,
It's weird.
it is just strange, but I think this is probably the best opportunity they're gonna have to make the
Yeah.
series have a comeback.
Oh, when we were talking like just a couple minutes ago about like changing plans and stuff, I don't know if we talked about this on the last one, but how the next COD game that was supposed to be Sledgehammer got conked, and now it's gonna be Treyarch, and they only have like a year to work on it, like a year and a half to work on
I
it. So
think they
like,
should just take a break year. Like, don't release a
yeah,
COD.
yeah, because it kind of sounds like we're just gonna get hit with. It's gonna probably be like a Black Ops 4.5, where it's just gonna be like underdeveloped, and it might still be fun, but you know.
Yeah.
Black Ops 4, the most frustrating part is that like it just had so much more potential. Like if you gave it another year or two to work on like what they came out with, it could have been amazing.
Could have been. Should have been. Really sucks. Like I'm getting like flashbacks to like sitting in my dorm playing Black Ops 4 with you for the first month until 3 a.m. Sometimes like
Yeah,
literally from like 8 p.m. to 9 a.m. straight
yeah,
without
we
stopping.
grinded it,
And
and it's
I just
still
remember
played a decent amount.
I just remember always saying like, dude, this game's gonna be so good, and it just never got there.
Yeah, we were waiting on those updates, and then like they kind of came out like once a month,
We
or like a
have to
good
be
update.
some of the most like hopeful people for a long time, and at this point, I mean, I still think the game's good. I just have given up.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But
It's still fun, but it's not like what we thought it was going to end up being.
yeah, I thought it was gonna be way better. But
What happened with the DLC maps? Like they feel like they're designed for 8v8 or something.
yeah, it feels like they're old like scrapped BO2 maps or something that they just were like, fuck it.
Have you seen the new ones that just came out?
No, I have not played the
The-
game in a long, not in like
oh, okay.
2 or 3 weeks.
I'm not gonna lie, the zombies map, it's like a bigger Nuketown zombies. It actually looks pretty dope.
I don't think I've
Um,
still played one DLC zombies map,
oh really?
and I have the
you
season
you might want to
pass.
play that one. I think you'll want to play that one. That one looks
I
cool.
haven't played zombies in general in a long time. I probably haven't played a
Yeah.
zombies run in like 2 or 3 months
I don't
or
I don't
more.
even go for the tier skip that much anymore with it, unless it's something like super easy.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I did. I don't hate zombies, but like zombies is not fun to play by yourself, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun when you just do like a format, especially because there's like an expiration date on it.
Has
Like you can kind of go as long as you want solo.
there been any news on if Spec Ops is in Modern Warfare?
I mean, it's speculated to be. It probably is. They're gonna have like some
It
co-op
should
something.
be. I would really like to see Spec Ops and Survival make it in.
I mean, that could happen. That's probably pretty realistic.
Survival is like Survival. You just take multiplayer maps and code in enemy spawns, so I don't see why that would be a big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, obviously it's a
Um,
little more complicated than that, but you don't have to
I was gonna
redesign
ask
maps.
you, what do you think about because you're talking about like Spec Ops? They kept saying during the stream like multiplayer universe reveal on August. Like, what does that mean? Because that kept like throwing me off. I'm like, multiplayer universe, like what is that supposed to be?
I
Is that just like is are they just including Spec Ops in that? I don't know.
Maybe it means there's like a weird like so Black Ops 4 has separate leveling across zombies, multiplayer and Blackout. Maybe there's like all inclusive like one multiplayer profile or something.
I saw that speculated for this game that it's
Oh,
supposed to
really?
have like one level. Yeah, it's supposed to have
Yeah,
one
that's
level of
that's what
everything.
I would think maybe it means is like a multiplayer universe reveal would be the revealing every multiplayer aspect of the game.
Yeah, and there's even BR rumors. I mean, we'll see.
I don't care about BR. I
There's
honestly
looting
just
in it.
hope there's not
Um,
BR.
did you see the 2v2 mode that has looting?
I did not.
Well, it's not like super in-depth looting, but like there's guns on the. It's kind of like Halo. Like there's
Oh,
guns in
okay.
different spots on the map, and
That's
you have
how
to
I
like
think it
pick 'em up.
kind of should be anyways, but
Yeah, it looked kind of cool.
um but one more thing about like the popularity of the game and like making a comeback is you could argue all day before between like whether the Black Ops series is better than the Modern Warfare series. I think most people would probably agree they're better games, but I think it's almost certainly the Modern Warfare series is more popular. Like
Yeah, that
that
might be the case
I
because of
just think
like
it has
COD 4 and MW2.
Yeah, COD 4 and MW2 alone encapsulates like a lot of people's favorite Call of Duties right there are probably those two are probably the most two common answers.
Yeah, I think it's probably people probably think like Black Ops is like a better overall series, but their favorite game is probably one of those two.
Even some people like
Usually.
Zach Forden's favorite Call of Duty of all time is Modern Warfare 3, and that's like Alex Poswell, my
Oh,
cousin. Like a lot of people actually his favorite Call of Duty is Modern Warfare 3, but that's
yeah, I
mostly
hear that a
because
decent
that
amount.
was eighth that would have been 7th grade when a lot of people were getting into like online
Yeah.
gaming. Well, 7th grade for
Hmm.
us, obviously.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Modern
I
Warfare 2 was
guess
my first game.
MW3, it's not that bad. It's just not like
I
I don't know.
wouldn't
It doesn't
consider
really
it like
stick
a
out as much.
staple in the Call of Duty history. Like I would almost certainly rank like Black Ops 4, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 all over that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
At
Even
Advanced
probably Black
Warfare
Ops 3,
easily.
honestly.
Black Ops 3 to me, I just have like it just every time I think about it, I just always just it's like one of the worst Call of Duties ever to me.
I wish if it didn't if Black Ops 3 was like what Black Ops 4 is trying to be, like if it was just a Black Ops 2 sequel, I bet it would have been one of the best. Cuz like everything about it but the movement I like pretty much.
Right. I went back before Black Ops 4 came out and played about 3 weeks worth of like probably 3 weeks, like 5 days a week playing Black Ops 3 that summer
Really?
because yeah, I was really bored and Haley was like in Baltimore for that week and then I was like all I was just
Black
and,
Ops 3 grind.
and I was
Sounds
just
great.
like I was just on it because I was excited for Black Ops 4.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was the worst Call of Duty experience of my life. I had more fun going back and playing Black Ops 1 for a night in 2018.
Fair enough. I went back to Black Ops 3 a couple times. I couldn't really do it either.
World at War also is like, this is just turning into a generic Call of Duty podcast again with it, but World at War,
That's fine.
um, it just, I wish it would have been more popular. It was so good. It got ruined by Fortnite, obviously, but.
Mhm. Oh wait, are you talking about World War II?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think World War II, especially like after the updates and stuff, it's not that bad of a game.
Yeah, that's.
It's what you said,
I think
Fortnite
if Call
conquered.
of Duty wasn't trapped in this, like, never ending cycle of every game loses 95% of its player base after 6 months and then, like, 99% after the next release,
Yep,
that's what hurts
it's
them.
awful right now.
If,
Because you haven't been on it. Black Ops 4 is like that right now. There's so few like new people on it.
yeah, it's bad, and, like, what was I gonna say? Oh, like, if the games, like, had, like, a 2-year life cycle to them, we would probably see every game get to a point where it's amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, they really just need to, like, they just I don't know how you fix that really, honestly, because I'm like, it's not like I'm out here playing the old Call of Duties, but really the
yeah.
developers kind of stopped caring about them. I mean, there's modders on games within 2 generations of Call of Duties coming out.
Mhm. I really think if they added in something, they need something like a forge mode that'll give the game like replayability. Because at this point with Black Ops 4, like you kind of just have to wait on the updates for there to be something fresh. You know, like there's nothing for the community to do really.
Yeah, that's true, and that's probably the number one thing that makes Halo awesome.
It like you can just keep playing it even now because people can just come out with new stuff and it'll be different, like different ways to play the game and stuff like that. Like with COD, you kind of what are you gonna do?
Every
Like
game
make a
just needs
custom
like
game?
that Gary's mod, like level type
Yeah.
customizability. Gary's mod, like, obviously it's not Call of Duty in any sense, but Gary's mod is the only game that has like every single genre of gaming possibly covered that's ever existed.
Yeah.
And they're all done super well.
Hmm.
I only
That's why
remember that
that's
because
why
I've been
people
playing a
still
lot of
play it.
Gary's mod lately.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's like these RP servers that I've just been on, but anyways, not relevant. Um, I don't
Now
know.
we'll just make it a Gary's Mod podcast. Why not?
I mean, that is the only game that everybody on my friends list pretty much has.
Oh, on Steam, yeah. It, the guarantee.
It's like all my games are 0 to 2 people, and Gary's mod's like, you have 24 friends who play this game.
Hmm. I don't know. Usually CS is a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Counter Strike Go is probably my second most friends. Now I don't
Hmm.
really have any friends with Counter Strike Source, which I got on that game late, but I still had it before Counter Strike Go came out. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I did too. I probably played it once.
Well, I
Didn't
remember
really
you
play
used to
that
be
much at
you
all.
used to be on that like jailbreak grind, right, or whatever that's
Oh,
called.
that's the only thing I played. There was one night. It was just such a new experience. I think I played Jailbreak from like midnight till like four o'clock the next day. It was bad. It's a good time though.
That's what you get with PC games, though. That's why it would be nice if COD was moved over to a PC base, but it's so far from a PC base that it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, even that crossplat's supposed to happen with this game, I really don't think it's going to be that big of a factor.
No.
Unless if they do like crossplat consoles, that would be big. That would help the player base issue for sure.
Right. I mean, I honestly, personally, with a game like Call of Duty, I wouldn't be. I don't. I'm not gonna. A lot of people are gonna say like, oh, people with PC are just gonna shit on everybody, but I don't. I don't really care. I don't think. I think it'll be fine.
Well, as long as it's like Fortnite where you have to like be in their lobby or whatever, like I don't think it'd be that big of a deal. Because then at that point you're just trying to play with your PC friends. Like how many people are going to be doing that? How many
Right.
PC friends are you going to have on COD?
Zero. I won't
Yeah,
have any.
like who are you going to play with?
Unless I got caught on PC, which I would like consider, but I know that it's just gonna be dead.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe if it ran better than Black Ops 4, that game just runs like a piece of shit for me for
Yeah,
some reason.
some people like have nice computers that can't run that game. I can run that game
That's why
fine,
a
but I
lot of
know
people stop
most people
playing it.
can't.
Yeah.
Do you know
Was
just
it
flex my
Xcal has
PC.
like a beastly PC, and he just like
It's just one
maybe
of
around
those
March he'd
games
get
with
like
bad optimization.
yeah yeah I don't get it. There's like still crashes with blackout even like I don't know. This stuff doesn't really happen on console anymore. Do you remember though in the beginning when blackout was pretty bad though? Like squads was pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Well, do you remember in the beginning where the game would just crash constantly, and every time somebody is the
Yeah.
thing still exist where when somebody joins your party it lags?
Yes.
Great.
That's still never been fixed.
I love it.
There are times where it still catches me off guard. The game freezes. I'm like, what the fuck? And then someone joins, like, oh, that's still a thing.
Yep. That kind of happens in Apex, or it used to.
I think it's fine now, a little bit.
I haven't played Apex, so we can't make this a dual podcast. I haven't played Season 2 game yet.
We'll get to it. Season 2 is pretty, like, I don't know. I need a break from it because I put so much fucking time into it, but Season 2 is actually pretty cool.
I saw some like weird shit. There was like a bird or something in the sky when you were playing.
Yeah, there's those things like carry little loot boxes, so it's kind of
That's
like
kind
it's
of
kind of
what
like
I
a
figured.
care package. Um, there's these big ass dinosaurs that stomp people.
Oh,
We've had some weird bugs though. Like last night, I had my gun out when I was knocked, so that
I
was
saw
cool.
that.
Yeah,
I've been back on the watching Looch stream grind.
yeah, I was getting trolled, dude. There's so many weird things that happened. This was like a couple days ago. There was the team that like when the dinosaur lifts his foot and then puts it back down, you're supposed to die. And there's a team of 3 people that must have been under it when he stomped, but they didn't die, so they were just trapped there. Like we could see their guns poking out and shit. And then we just ran because they like the storm came, and I guess they just died to it.
The one thing that makes me not want to play it is I watch you guys play, and I watch you just absolutely melt everybody who comes your way and just get bullshitted constantly. And I'm like,
I, the
how's my
game,
luck gonna be?
dude, the game has it's better if you play duos, I swear. Like unless you have a really sweaty team of 3, it's better if you play duos because the game absolutely has party-based matchmaking. Like it 100% does.
Look,
Um,
he's not gonna watch a podcast, so I can call him out. That like J guy or Jace guy is awful.
well,
I
to
don't know
be
who that
fair,
is.
Matt and I are like the only 2 people that play the game. Like we don't really have a good third
No, that's fair. I just
that is on like usually, you know.
right.
Because Matt, every time he's on, he wants to play Apex. After a while, I'm like, God damn it, find a new game. Like,
Matt.
I can only play this so much.
Matt's
Yeah,
been on that game like so hard since it came out. Still,
I know he doesn't give up with it. I mean, I like it, and I still like some of these games in season 2 are really fucking fun. But I can only like play so much BR for a little bit.
I basically stopped playing like weeks before the season 1 even came out, and then never played again. Almost.
Yeah,
I don't even not like it. It's just like I just don't like BR.
yeah. I think that's what it comes down to with me too. Is like when you have a good game and you're getting constant fights, it's fun because it
See,
doesn't really feel like BR. But when you get those games where it feels like a battle royale and you just don't see people for 10 minutes, that shit gets so boring.
well, especially with like a game like Call of Duty at least is like Black Ops 4 is you can switch between game modes, but Apex is only BR. Like I like to play a few games of BR just for fun. Like BR to me is a party game mode, not a competitive game mode.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. That's kind of what sucks about it too, is that they added competitive for this season, but when I play with the full party, we definitely get some teams where it's like, what are you doing? Like, just go play ranked. Like,
Yeah, I heard
you
you
know, we
mention
just
something
there
about
are
it, but I
people
didn't
that
know
will
it was
like
a
set
thing.
up for the zone, um, like 5 minutes in advance, and I'm like, it's a public match. What are you doing?
Always gotta
Some
be
of the
people like that. Like when there's people running like 5 mans in pubs, I'm like, just go play League play. Oh, hello.
yep,
Oh, sounded like your mic like unplugged.
I got cheesed.
Oh, okay. Um. Oh.
Going off about
Sorry.
Apex.
This is just gonna. Yeah. This is the rest of this
I just
podcast. Essentially, is just gonna turn us ranting about recent video game news.
okay, so the Apex rant. The party. Okay, so you'll get it when you play it. I played a solo this morning, and I literally won my first try just playing solo, and I've done more of that this season. Like I played solo, duo, and 3, like a decent amount of all 3 instead of like before we usually just played like duo or in a party of 3. There's definitely like you can just tell the difference in the fights. Like when I play by myself, people are all like separate, and you'll actually catch people like going off by themselves. playing a party of 3, that doesn't happen. Like there maybe max somebody will be like 5 feet away from someone else.
I can't believe they still haven't added like duos and solos and stuff.
I know, like that would actually be fun to play, but
Cause like I don't really want to try the game, but like, cause I know if I play with you and like other people, we're just gonna get sweated on the whole time. We're probably still win some games, but if I
I
play
mean
by
if
myself,
it
I'm just
was
gonna be
me and
bad.
Matt, if it was you, me and Matt, I feel like we'd win a decent amount. The only thing with Matt is when he gets pissed, he just starts playing dumb. Like I gotta
I
send you
know.
a clip. It was really funny. Last night we had this team trapped in bunker, and we started off the night really hot, and then we had like a rough streak. Um, so they had to come out of bunker into us. Like that's where the zone was moving. They had to come out, and I was like, just wait, just wait. And I was even like pinging a spot. I'm like, all right, Matt, sit in that spot. He goes there for like 2 seconds and then drops down right away, and he just keeps like peeking the people in bunker. And I'm like,
Oh, it pulled a
I just
sector.
like yeah, he literally pulled a sector. You're gonna love the clip. Like I'm just like, dude, even if you get some damage off, like what are we gonna do? Like we just wait here. He had the new character too, where you can like put the fences down. So they had to walk out into the fences as well. I'm like, literally, all you have to do is sit there, and then he ends up peeking and gets killed. And then DJ tries to save him and also gets killed. So I get left in a 1v3 where we had the team trapped in bunker. I'm like, how does that happen?
I tend to have like a little bit of a patience problem, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
like
I do too in that game, but in that situation, it's like, come on.
it's really like it's hard because sometimes you need to just like challenge and you end up otherwise you'll end up with a situation where like one person pushes and they thought everybody was pushing with them that you get stuck with
Yup.
all the time, like
Well, I
all
can
the
get caught by
time.
that a lot because I play Pathfinder, and it's like when you're playing Pathfinder, if your teammates don't follow you up and you're making a move, that's just like your character's useless at that point.
Right.
So I was thinking like it'd probably be better if I played if someone else played Pathfinder. I played like Lifeline or something.
Well, that's good. I love Pathfinder.
Yeah, I mean it's Pathfinder's fun. It's just not fun when I grapple in, do like 200 damage, and then I'm like, oh, I thought we were pushing.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I don't know. Do you have any last stuff you got to say on Modern Warfare? Because I probably got to cheese off in a little bit.
Um, I just noticed one thing while watching the clip that like some guy threw like a Molotov thing and it like started like a whole building on fire or something.
Oh, really?
Like it spread the fire like through it because I think because the building was made out of wood. So
Oh, okay.
I think Dice secretly is developing this game. That's all.
This game's not made by Infinity Ward. It's a
It's fake
conspiracy theory.
news.
Might be. I noticed that when they crouch and prone, there's actually like a little icon in the bottom right. I haven't seen that in a COD game since like um
Yeah, when was the
there was
last one?
there was an expansion of the first Call of Duty game, like literally the first one that had that. That's the last time I can remember that. So that's kind of crazy.
Hmm. It's weird that
I
that
didn't
wasn't
even
a thing.
yeah, you'd think that would be a thing in like all the games, but I mean maybe it was in a more recent one, but I don't remember it.
I'm not sure either. But
How do you feel about the no regen in the 2v2?
I think for 2v2 that's fine because the one thing that's really annoying about Black Ops 4 is every time you shoot anybody, they just immediately stim back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I
true.
guess we'll see. I'm excited to play this game at least. It's not going to be really
Yeah.
shitty, I don't think. I think it'll be worth buying. That's, I mean, at least.
Yeah.
There's no season pass as far as I remember them as saying, so I mean, I'm pretty ecstatic.
Yeah, that's
And they're
cool.
going to have
It'll
more
definitely be
free
fun.
content, they said.
Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't Black Ops 4 supposed to have like the most free content of any COD, and then it ended up being stickers.
Yeah, they
So I
better
don't
not
know.
have
We'll
that shit.
see. Please no. The last thing I just thought this was kind of funny. So when you get hit by a stun, it does 1 damage. So in this mode, you know how like at the end if they don't cap the flag, it goes to like the health. What if there's some situations where like you're tied in health with the other guy, so you just stun them and then run away, end up winning the row?
That would be amazing. I can't even be mad. I mean, I would be mad if it happened to me.
If you did it to someone though, you'd be like, ah, get wrecked, son.
Yeah, I'd definitely be clipping it and like spamming it in the frickin' Discord.
Mm. Um, the only last thing I can think of is like the movement looks kind of weird. I
It
don't
looks a
really know
little
how I
like
feel about it.
clunky, but
The slide looks different, especially coming from the Black Ops 4 slide.
yeah. I don't know. I'm just overall, I think that this is a really good first reveal, and we'll see more on August 1st is when all the other stuff comes out.
We'll have to do a part 2 for sure.
Oh yeah, that's two
Especially
weeks
because
away,
it's ended
so
up. We didn't even talk about the 2v2 that much.
there's not a lot to talk about though, besides Courage being
There really
annoying as
isn't.
fuck.
It really isn't though. Like the 2v2 looks fun. It'll probably be fun to try out, but we kind of have to see like you don't even get to see create a class or anything.
Right. They left a lot of it out. Bunch of dickheads.
The only last thing I have to say is the guns look cool.
I do. I
Looking
really like
forward to
that one
having
sniper that I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about. It kind of looks like it's
the bolt
supposed.
action one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
think
just
that
like
looks
that they
cool.
have some of the classic guns again.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall there's a lot to look forward to, and that I'm gonna move on from Black Ops 4, remember it fondly, and then actually remember how much I hated it sometimes, and then never play it again.
Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna go.
But you know what? That's fine.
Yeah. All right. I got an outro. David Vonderhaar's a bald cunt.
All right, he fucking is. Fuck that guy.